Hello, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Happy September the 10th. Yeah, I was just starting to record a while ago, and I said Happy Tuesday, September the night, and I just realized, dang, today ain't Tuesday. Yesterday was Tuesday. Y'all ever had one of those days where y'all just didn't want to do nothing? Child, that's what I'm on today. That's what I was on. Yeah, I just didn't want to do nothing. So here we go. Angie Stone family files a wrong for death lawsuit. Um, I really don't have too much to say about that. I want to say rest in peace to Angie Stone. And I wanted to say my heart goes out to her family. You know, she left behind two kids. Uh, but what I wanted to say was, from my understanding, the driver, because the driver was drunk and it was in a sprinter van. And for what I'm understanding, they saying Angie Stone really didn't like to fly. She was just like who she's like that too much don't really like to fly. I can't think of their name right now. But that's how Angie Stone was. So they was leaving, I guess they was leaving one gig to go to another gig, or she was coming, or she was leaving one gig to go home. And the sprinter van flipped over. Child. Oh, and they come to find out that the driver, the driver was drunk. And I was just like, wow. Because when everybody got the news that Angie Stone died, uh, it was surprising. Because Tyler Perry allegedly paid for her funeral. Allegedly. He paid for her funeral. He talked at her funeral. And then I think it was some people that sung at her funeral. I think Kiki Wise sung at her funeral, if I'm not mistaken. Uh, so it's a lot to say about that story. And I can say that no, I don't really think they were wrong for filing a wrong for death lawsuit because they got the information that they needed and that the driver was drunk. So I don't really feel like that they wrong for filing a wrong for death lawsuit. Now, now this what I gotta say. It may shock y'all, then it may not. Do I think that they gonna win? Mm, that's gonna be a hard one to prove. It's gonna be a hard one to prove that if he was drunk or if they're gonna win or not. But because he was driving and he was driving while under the influence, it could be a possibility that he's uh he's gonna pay. Because I think it was a couple of people injured, and I think it was only Angie Stone that passed away. I think I know I did a story behind it, but I can't remember what the story said. So yeah, I'll be trying to figure it out. But I do know, yeah, wrongful death. I think that's like a civil suit, and I think more than likely if they win, he will have to pay, and he could go to jail. He could, especially if he was driving under the influence. But that's all I got to say, y'all. Bye.